call it stealth marketing. Well, for me, anything that's not overtly marketing, I class as stealth marketing. So if I'm putting out a promotion or an advertisement or an advertorial that doesn't necessarily jump in your face and say, look, I'm an ad or I'm a flyer, then that's what I tend to class as stealth advertising. In this particular instance, what am I talking about? Well, from time to time when we start rewires, I will send out a notification to the couple of neighbours either side of the house that we are working on and across the street, depending on the structure and construction of the street. And it's simply a letter to say, you know, sorry about the inconvenience, we're starting work in the area, our vehicles might be in your way, there might be some noise and some drilling, so please don't be too upset. Now, on the face of it, that is a very nice thing to do, and it's a nice letter to send out, and it should be sent out in that sort of vein in order to make sure that the neighbours are aware that there will be some disruption over the next few days. But on a deeper level, what you're actually doing is you're putting an advertisement straight in front of potential customers who are really hot targets. And why are they really hot targets? Well, the simple thing is, if you're rewiring a house in their street, then there's every likelihood that their house is in such a condition that it may need a rewire also. Now, this may not always be the case. These houses may have been rewired years before, months before. Certainly some work could have been done on them. But on the other hand, it's actually quite likely that you're targeting a hot prospect. Now, hot because the property may necessarily need some work, but also simply because of human nature. When the neighbour reads the letter and sees that Mr. Jones up the road is having his house rewired, the automatic question comes to your head, well, why is he doing that? Do I need mine done? So you start to open up an internal dialogue with the person themselves. And of course, you're presenting yourself as being the expert in the area because you're providing them with the information that Joe Bloggs is having his home rewired, you're the company he's chosen to do it, and you're being kind enough to inform the neighbourhood that that is the issue and that that's what's going to be going on. So you're not overtly saying, come and talk to us about your rewire, but what you are saying is, we're here, we're doing some work, and we'd like to help you as well. Now, I do tag on at the end of my letter, I do tag on a line saying, you know, while we're in the area, if you want to have a free inspection done, just come and give us a knock. While we're working in the area, let us know, and we'll do your inspection, which would normally, as a visual inspection, would normally cost you about £90. Now, it's not a hard marketing technique, but it's a nice soft approach, and it does get some interest. I've certainly had some work from it. So it's a very simple one-page letter. It simply reads, "Dear whoever, just wanted to drop you a line to say that we'll be starting work in your neighbour's house, Mr. Blah, at number blah, on Monday next week. We're carrying out a full rewire and expect to be on site for approximately 7 days. During this time, we'll be using a hammer drill, electric skill saws, so it could be quite noisy. Please feel free to pop in and see me when we start if there's any chance our work is going to cause disruption, i.e. you have night workers or very young children in your home. I'd be happy to talk through our schedule with you in order to avoid any unnecessary disruption to you and your family. We have 2 vans that will be on site from time to time during the work, and we understand that people may have their set parking arrangements. We do not aim to upset the status quo. However, we do need to have access to tools and equipment, so we'll keep the vans as near as we can. If you find that one of our vehicles is causing you an issue, then please speak to me or one of the staff and we'll move it. Our aim is to carry out the works with as little disruption as possible. If you'd like to take advantage of our free visual inspection, normally £90 plus VAT, while we're in the area, it would be a good opportunity to get a professional opinion on the condition of your home's electrical installation. Simply let me or one of the team know and I'll pop in and see you. Sincerely, James DeWarn, proprietor, Kent Electrics. Now that simply goes into an envelope here, ready to go. I will also pop in to the very same envelope one of my flyers, and this is one of the glossy flyers. It's the reason I use these ones, and that will pop in there, and that will go out with the other 6. That's 2 either side and 2 across the road. So, as I call it, a stealth marketing technique. There are a couple of other stealth type of techniques that I use. We'll talk about those over the coming months. And of course, if you have any techniques that you'd like to share, then please, by all means, just drop me an email or put it up on the Facebook page for all the guys to see. It's a good tactic, a good technique to use. And again, the whole thing is to get your name in front of as many people who are likely to use your services as possible, to keep you top of mind and make you the go-to electrician in your area.